Not only did the Audi not stop after hitting the onlookers, but instead applauded. Even the car owner's cousin exclaimed, "Good smashing! Great smashing! Smashing is awesome!" What exactly happened? On April 30th, 2017, around 11 a.m., claimed that his family was locked inside the car, and the parking location made the police officers break out in a cold sweat. The vehicle actually stopped on the highway ramp. You know how terrifying the consequences of stopping randomly on the highway are. When the police arrived at the scene, 2 people trapped in the car, an elderly person and a child, were already red-faced from the heat. You know, the surface temperature at this time was as high as over 30 degrees. Not to mention in the sealed, confined space of the car. Upon verification, all 4 doors were completely locked. At this time, the 3-year-old child in the car began to get agitated. Anxiety. The uncomfortable environment made him cry non-stop. And the adults constantly fanned him with clothes. To understand the truth of what happened, the police tried to communicate with the adults in the car. It has to be said, the Audi's ceiling is too good. The police's words. The adults in the car couldn't hear at all. At this moment, the adults' expressions became extremely painful. It's not hard to imagine how uncomfortable they were in the confined, high temperature, and cramped space. It was noon at this time. The sun was shining directly overhead. The police felt the unbearable heat outside the car. And the grandparents and grandchildren had been trapped in the car for nearly an hour. Through the car window, the police obtained the trapped woman's phone number. It turned out that the person who abandoned the grandparents and grandchildren on the highway was not someone else, but their own daughter. After the child's biological mother, Ms. Wang, was locked in the car, he immediately called his daughter. But he was never able to get through. So the police simply got Ms. Wang's phone number to try to communicate, hoping she could come as soon as possible. However, Ms. Wang immediately dropped a bombshell. To confirm if it was a wrong number. The number left there is your phone number. I'm telling you. This is the phone number of the person who locked you in, right? It's him, right? He said he dialed the wrong number. The child's mother, right? Okay, the ugly person. It's the child's mother, right? After repeated confirmation, repeated calls, Ms. Wang claimed she had dialed the wrong number. At this moment, the trapped woman's face became very unsightly. At one point, there was a risk of suffocation. This made the police officers inexplicably worried. The car is relatively well sealed. In such hot weather, the temperature inside the car is very high, because oxygen can't get in. If people stay inside for a long time, it's easy to get heat stroke inside. Even the danger of suffocation. Time is of the essence right now. Never place all hope on the heartless and unjust Ms. Wang. So the police found a hammer and prepared to smash the window to save lives. At the same time, 2 family members of those trapped also arrived. They also strongly supported the police's actions. They even brought their own sharp tools. After 18 kinds of tools were used in turn. Finally, the car window was smashed. The police officer first rescued the child from the window. At this moment, his back was soaked with sweat. The flushed little face also instantly became natural. The woman was also rescued shortly after. Then he revealed the whole story. It turned out that he and his daughter, Ms. Wang, planned to take their grandson out to play. During this time, due to different opinions, the 2 had a few arguments in the car. Unexpectedly, the daughter, in a fit of rage, stopped the car directly on the highway. She even locked the car. Ms. Wang then left alone in a huff. Even their own phone numbers were blocked by Ms. Wang. Ms. Wang's actions undoubtedly poured cold water on her mother. If it weren't for the police's timely rescue, Ms. Wang would probably have to live with regret for the rest of her life. Don't be happy for a moment. And don't act impulsively and recklessly. You must know that impulse is the devil. The decisions made in this situation are often wrong. Yeah. Then 11 years old. 11 years old. Can you help me locate the car? Look at that monitor. Can you believe it? An 11-year-old boy is actually so skilled at driving a car. Door. Stop, stop, stop. He should be in school, but he's driving on the road. And he even raced with the police who were pursuing him. However, afterwards, he claimed that the world is so big. And he just wanted to go out and see it. See the seaside and feel the breeze. Then where did his superb driving skills come from? The reason behind it is even more ridiculous. December 10th, 2018. Early in the morning, Lao Ju called the police. He claimed that his 11-year-old son, Xiao Ju, while he was brushing his teeth and washing his face, he secretly drove the car parked downstairs away. Once an accident happens, the consequences would be unimaginable. Not only others, even Xiao Ju could be in danger. Lao Ju hoped the police could quickly locate the vehicle and minimize the risk, because he is a child who doesn't have a driver's license and hasn't reached the legal driving age. It's very dangerous to drive a motor vehicle on the road. According to the clues provided by Lao Ju, the police deduced that Xiao Ju might have disliked Lao Ju being too slow in the morning. Unable to wait, he drove to school by himself. Following this lead, the police retrieved the surveillance footage near the school. Sure enough, Lao Ju's car appeared near the school at 6:47 a.m. in the morning. However, after the vehicle only stayed near the school for a few minutes, it sped westward. Just as the police were preparing to track and locate the vehicle via video, the command center sent a message saying, Lao Ju's car was driving on Beiyang 7th Road, Binhai 1st Avenue. The police immediately rushed to that section of the road. They indeed saw a speeding white car. Stop! 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 Xiao Ju watched the police officers who were pursuing him relentlessly. He wasn't flustered at all. His hands didn't tremble. He floored the accelerator immediately, trying to shake off the police car behind him. His driving skills should be said to be better than ours. Perhaps even better than the average person. I saw that his speed when taking the turns was very fast. The car's speed was very fast. Faster than the average person. This made the police have to admire the boy's amazing driving skills. At the same time, they were also worried that continuing to chase him would cause Xiao Ju to take desperate measures. Moreover, the road was a bit slippery after the rain. So they drove the police car slowly behind him and reminded the surrounding vehicles not to get close. Xiao Ju saw that he couldn't get rid of them. Police? So he stopped the car. Faced with the police's questions, Xiao Ju remained silent. So why does the 11-year-old boy have such driving skills? And also drove on the road alone? The police immediately took him back to the station to find out the situation. Even Lao Ju didn't know when Xiao Ju had honed his driving skills. The police guessed that it was most likely because Lao Ju picked him up and dropped him off at school every day. Under Lao Ju's influence, he learned driving skills. Xiao Ju, who is 11 years old, is at the age when he is full of curiosity about new things. When asked why he was driving alone, Xiao Ju's answer was even more ridiculous. Is it because of family conflicts? Or what is going on in his own mind? It's just that I feel uncomfortable. Why? It's just because of this reason? You don't want to go to school, right? So, Xiao Ju was facing the entrance exams for middle school. The pressure was very high every day. That day, he saw Lao Ju brushing his teeth and washing his face. And the car keys happened to be right in front of him. Thinking of the mountain of homework and the teacher's nagging, he felt inexplicably irritable. So he made a bold move. He skillfully started the vehicle and drove on the road. When he passed the school, he originally wanted to leave the car on the side of the road and go back to school. But he got a headache just thinking about the mountain of homework. So he stepped on the gas pedal and drove toward the beach to relax. Don't drive this car, absolutely. This car is so big. If you slightly hit someone, it's very easy for the wheels. They'll be knocked away. What if they get injured? Then the police gave him a verbal education and did not pursue his responsibility, and also ordered the parents to take strict care of their child. Guide him to the right path. It is worth mentioning that the pressure to enter middle school is so great. 9.